Hello, I'm Steve. Welcome to the Patio Heat channel, where we create visual concepts of infrared heating as well as tips for outdoor comfort. Our one-on-one customer support helps you make the best decisions for your application. We strive to earn your business. Visit our patioheat.com website for sales and more information. Now let's get heating. All right, so we're going to revisit this application here. I made a couple of different changes here. So essentially, let's just go right into those changes. Essentially, the difference is that we had a wider distance from here to here, so I have 12 foot 11, and let's just throw on the floor plan here for a second so you can see that I'm trying to match up the floor plan as best as I can, but the main things are the height changes here. So we changed the height, and so this slope here right now is at a 1 to 12 inch, and then the slope on the ceiling here, or the rooftop here rather, is 12 to 4. And the other change I made is this distance out here I have at 2 foot 9, and it's also 2 foot 9 out from here to here, and then this distance here is 2 foot 9 from all the way over here to here, and it just goes all the way across. So I think that's really about it as far as the changes are concerned. I did move these posts a little bit in order to make that configuration correctly. I think there's a couple of things that I guess you could look at is just the fact that here's the height of the overall top supporting beam here at 8 foot 10 and 5/16, and then I have 8 foot to the top of this post here. We look over here, we got 8 foot 1 and 1/16 to the top edge here, and then 7 foot 7 and 9/16 to the top of this here. So that will follow that slope here, that 1 to 12 inch slope. Another thing I did change, and I'm going to turn off these dimensions, I did change the position of this particular heater here. I had it over here before, and then I also moved this one from over here. I think it was a little bit to the right here, but anyways, I moved it up towards the left side over here further. So let's look at the the clearances here. So the main thing I had to watch out for on this particular unit here is making sure that we didn't penetrate the doorway here. We could move it slightly further, but I don't think we really need to. So the distance here, just so you can see from the eave to the center of the heater itself, I have that at let's see if I can get that right here. Sorry about that. Let's go here to here, and let's try this. So yeah, I have that at 2 foot, and we'll just call it 2 foot 5 inches. And then what I did from this point here down the slope is I believe I moved it 5 feet to that position here. So let's see if we can get that here and go here. So yeah, 5 feet down the slope itself. Now the nice thing about the SlimLines, and also I should just mention before, I had said that this should be a 4,000 watt because it was on the outside and most exposed side, and this was possibly either a 3 or a 4. So I would definitely make this now a 4,000 watt for sure, and this one here possibly a 3,000 watt, unless you use a control system. So a control system will allow you to dim the system from 1% on to 100% on. Another thing is I do have it just centered within the patio span like this. Let's look over here real quick. What I did was place this particular heater. Now this should be a 3,000 watt unit just because of the height that it's at. And there is a note, I believe, on the owner's manual that talks about the overall height. And because this height here is this 6 foot height, I believe the heater has got to be placed at 6 foot off the ground, no lower than that. So you have to check onto that kind of more critically, I guess. I have it at 6 foot 8.5 off the ground. So the heater itself is, I believe, 9.25. Let's see here. 8, just 9 inches. So off the top of the heater, the ceiling, to the bottom of the heater. So you might just look into that portion to see that you can actually mount this heater here, that true height. All right, and also, so then what I did is just center this heater between this edge of the back wall here to this edge, center the heater. You need to make sure that you maintain 18 inches of clearance, and that's what I did here. So I moved the edge here 18 inches over, and didn't worry too much about that. This is a window. The window, they said, does come out. Now I'm not sure how far out it comes, but that's something that you have to also think about, is how far this window comes out, and will you then put the frame of the window. You don't want to open this window when this heater is on. I guess that's the best way to describe that. This here is a sliding door, so no issue with that. And then this is a doorway, which I would imagine is a wooden door, and you want to make sure that you keep the clearances to that as well. And let me go ahead and take off some of these dimensions here, and we'll look at the overall footprint. And this unit needs to be a 3000 watt, or possibly even a control on that because of the height. It's going to be kind of warm here in this seating area, so something just to think about. And let's go ahead and turn on the array. 3000 watts will be maybe suitable to some, but again, not quite sure if that's going to be adequate for this space, meaning it may be too hot. So control systems on this particular application is something I would definitely think about. Anyways, you can see here that the coverage is really decent with the placement of the units themselves. And you got full coverage on this seating dining space here, and you got a pretty good coverage here on the seating space here. We're just missing slight edges here and there. I have this particular couch that comes out a little bit further than this edge of the wall, so that shouldn't be an issue. But in any case, I think that would be a terrific application. Again, you just need to check on some of those clearance issues with regards to the height and the finish height of the heater itself on that one specifically. All right, well, I hope this has helped. If you're looking for some assistance with your outdoor heating application and you'd like us to review your plans, please send your information into designs@patioheat.com. I'm Steve, and please tap that like button if you find this video useful. We don't advertise, we do not monetize. YouTube does not promote us in any way unless we receive thumbs up from our viewers, and we truly appreciate that. Thank you. Have an excellent day.